Hey you guys, it's your girl Baby J, Jalen the alien, the zodiac queen, the numerology queen. That's what I'm gonna talk to y'all about today. Y'all like this video up, like this video, please. Thank you so much for your support in advance. And follow me on the gram too at It's Baby J, and comment down something random, something obviously random, so that I can come show you love on your page as well. Welcome to 2020, you know, the new start of the decade, okay? It's gonna be lit. This is a universal number 22, master number, master builder, that master number 22 energy. Shout out to all the life path 22s. Hey, holla at your girl. You know I'm out here with you, we repping and stuff. But anyway, yeah, today we're not talking about astrology. We're going to be talking about numerology. And numerology is the study of numbers and their higher mystical spiritual meaning. The study of our name and how our name can tell us exactly what is our destiny, what is our life path, the life path numbers, okay? Today we're not going to talk about life path numbers, but since we just stepped into the new year, I thought it would be an awesome thing to introduce y'all to numerology on my channel, and to do that by introducing the concept of personal years. Numerology is amazing. It's one of the first things that I fell in love with when it comes to divination and when it comes to all the occult sciences and stuff like that. Numerology is definitely my second most favorite occult science. You know, astrology comes first, but I really do love numerology as well. And I love numerology because it really does an amazing job at breaking down all the cycles that we all go through in our life. When you understand your life path number, when you understand the different patterns of life, you can start getting to the flow with it, and it really allows you to really be introspective, to think that throughout your whole life you kind of have been going on this 1 through 9 cycle your whole life without even really recognizing it. We're at the point of time where we're starting to really tap into the different energies, and we're recognizing these patterns in society and in life in general. We're starting to think, we're starting to awaken, our third eyes are opening left and right, okay? Age of Aquarius, let's get it. Age of Aquarius, age of information. When it comes to the personal year numbers in numerology, there is a 1 through 9 cycle. The different numbers have different energies, okay? The 1 is the energy of new beginnings. The 9 is the energy of completion. And throughout our whole lives, we are living through this 1 through 9 cycle. Each and every year, our personal year changes. And if you understand your personal year, you can really understand the energies that you are going to be dealing with throughout the whole year. If you start to understand the patterns, you can start finessing it in a way that you are learning the lessons that you need to learn, and you can accept things easier. You can go with the flow easier. You can manifest with the energies, and you can just be more successful because you kind of know the pattern of your life, and you know how to utilize those energies for your own benefit. Sometimes if we don't consciously know what's going on in the spiritual realm, a lot of us can start feeling lost, why am I feeling like this? Why am I feeling attacked? I swear I've been here before. You know, I already did this, blah 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 blah. It's because you probably have, and you're on a cycle, you're on a different pattern. But this time you can understand how to go with it and flow with it, so that you can make this year the most successful that it can possibly be. And that's why we're talking about personal year numbers today on this channel, because it really is going to help some of y'all out. I know this from the bottom of my heart. I have a personal year calculator linked down below in my description box and also in the comment section. Please click that, and you're going to find which personal year you are currently on. And like I said, it's a 1 through 9 cycle. There's no such thing as 10, okay? Hey, okay, personal year 1. All my people that are out here on a personal year 1, I just heard I just saw a rabbit, okay? I don't know what that means. I'll Google it right now. Okay, so yeah, when I just said that, I just saw a rabbit in my head. So I got a message for you guys. Rabbits represent abundance, fertility, well-being. If a rabbit crosses your path, you are headed right, symbolizing strength, masculine energy, a good omen for work, money, progression, and prosperity. And that directly coincides with that. That's so crazy, yo. I love being psychic, yo. It's pretty insane because that directly correlates with the energy of 1. Think about it. 1, it's the first start to this whole 1 through 9 cycle, okay? It is the new beginnings. It represents a clean slate. It represents stepping into your independence. It represents, this is all about you right now. This year is not about anybody else and everybody else's feelings. This year is about your feelings, your emotions, what you want to do, what you want to get done. And please keep in mind that this is the start of a whole new cycle for you guys. You survived last year, 2019, or whatever year you are on and you're leaving. You have survived that year, and now you're currently on that 22 energy, that 2020 energy, and you're stepping into that 22 energy with that personal 1 year, okay? You're having that personal 1 year energy. So that energy is all about new beginnings. It's time to move on from all the things that we let go of last year in that 9 energy, because that 9 energy represented completion. It represented letting go of things that did not serve us. The 9 year, I find, for a lot of people can be very challenging because it really is a year of endings, and a lot of people do not like change. They like to hold on to things, and when you hold on to things so tight, you know what I'm saying, and the universe is like, no, you gotta let this go because I'm trying to clear it away for you. I'm trying to, you know, clear the way for you so that you can make room for better things to come to your life. But a lot of people, they like to stay stuck in certain situations even though they know this isn't the best for them deep down inside. This is where a lot of things come to a close, and that could really be hard if you are trying to hold on to things, but it really is for the best. I hope you let go of all those relationships and friendships that wasn't serving you, and I hope you just let go of the pain and realize that you are going into a new direction of beautiful. I know you felt it, and now you're here. You're in that 1 energy. This is the start of a brand new 1 through 9 cycle. This is going to set the foundation. This year is going to set the foundation for the next 9 years of your life, okay? This moment right now, this year right now is setting the foundation for the next 9 years of your life and how that cycle is going to go for you. So make it count. Okay, this is the year to manifest. This is the year to think about yourself. It's not to think about all the things that you had to let go of last year. It's not to think about all the pain you went through and all the suffering or all the endings that had to happen, all the transformations that had to happen. It's not the year to think about those. It's the year to think about, okay, I wiped my slate clean, so what am I going to do with it? What am I going to create? What am I going to make? This is the year to step into your independence and to really push yourself to accomplish great things, to push yourself to discover your own true inner power. You went through a lot the last 9 years and you transformed into the person that you are right now. Who are you? This year is going to show you who you are on the inside. This is the year to think about your goals and to set new goals and to really go after the things that you want. And it might feel a little lonely. It might feel like you don't have all those friends that you had before. It might feel like you're a little bit isolated, but it's because you're taking the time to discover yourself. And yes, you can still be social and all, but just really focus on yourself. It is not about anybody else this year. It's about you, your goals, your dreams, your desires, and what you want to manifest in the world. And when you have that 22 energy present this year, that universal 22, 2020 energy, it is all about building something massive, building something powerful, building something enormous, building huge things in your life that can last for generations or lifetimes, or for this year, whatever you want it. The sky is the limit. What are you going to do with this energy? Use it wisely. Do not let this year slip out your fingertips. Do not let this year go by without you pushing to succeed, because that would just be a waste of this energy. It's not to think about anybody else. This is the year to step into your individuality. Who are you as your own individual energy? Not the collective, but you. Who are you? What are you bringing to the table? What do you have to offer? If you discover yourself and you discover who you have transformed to be at this time of your life and who you are, this is where you put yourself out there and you get the recognition that you deserve. If you put yourself out there, you love yourself, you express yourself, you be bold, you take initiative, and you just do things this year, this is the year that you can be recognized for your actions, okay? You can be recognized for your accomplishments. You can achieve a lot this year if you just put your mind to it and you just go after it and go. This is not a year to just, I'm just gonna be lazy, I'm not gonna really do anything, I'm just gonna chill. No honey, it's the time to get it. Do not let this energy slip between your fingertips. It is a 22 year or 4 year, depending on who you are. And you have a personal year 1, which is all about achievement. use it wisely. And I'm not saying you're not gonna fail, because there's gonna be times this year where you're gonna hit a bump in the road, but are you going to hit that bump and keep on going? Or you're gonna allow that bump in the road to just crush your dreams, and you know, you're just gonna stop what you're doing and never achieve anything? No, it's time to step into your power, your independence, and to trust yourself, to have a high self-esteem, to ditch all the pity, victimizing crap, and to step into who you were meant to be. I would also say, if you are in a relationship, this could be a little bit difficult. 1 in 5 years can be a little bit difficult when it comes to relationships. First of all, because the 1 year is really about the self. It is about you, yourself, and you know, you could still have great relationships, but you know, you have to make sure that the partner understands that you're trying to do something this year and you're trying to get stuff done this year, and the relationship can kind of get, like, you know, put on level 2 instead of level 1, the main priority. And I mean, that's okay. Like, you know, I feel like as long as communication is being had, I feel like it's okay. But just make sure you're expressing that with your partner, that you know, you're probably going to be feeling more driven to succeed monumental things in life. So, you know, just make sure you communicate. You are a unique human being with unique, beautiful talents. How are you going to use them? Put them out there, showcase it to the world. Let us know who you are this year. Okay, so personal year 2. So last year you were on a personal year 1, and personal year 1 is all about you, your accomplishment, your success, your willingness to succeed in life, your individuality, stepping into your independence and your power. What you came here to do, setting the foundation and the tempo for the next 9 years of your life. You could have felt a little bit lonely because maybe you had to let go of certain groups and friends that weren't serving you, or just certain things that weren't serving you. You had to let a little bit go, and you had to really focus on yourself. But now this year, the year of the 2, just like what the number suggests, there's 2 entities involved. It's no longer just about you. This is actually a year and energy about relationships. The 2 holds the vibration of relationships. So this year is actually all about relationships. It's about connecting with other people. It's about assessing how you do relationships. It's about diving deeper into your feelings and your emotions. It's a time where you can feel more intuitive, more introspective, and where things slow down, because the 1 year was all go, 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 go. But this year is kind of giving you that rest period. And it can be a little bit annoying, especially if you're used to just go, 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 go all the time. But it's really the universe's way of giving you just a resting period, a break. And oftentimes during a personal year 2, you might actually meet somebody that you could be in a relationship with, and you get to really experience some really deep and profound emotions with a lover or with a person. This is a perfect time to get deeply connected with your loved ones, or especially a lover. This is a time where you are developing a sense of patience, because like I said, last year was go, 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 and this year things are going a little bit slower. But it's really helping you to develop that patience bone in you, a patience muscle, because things are gonna go a little bit slower and it can drive you a little crazy if you're not aware of it. But you just use this time as a restoration, rejuvenation period of your life. It doesn't have to be go, go, go. The universe is giving you the opportunity to rest. And I'm not saying be a couch potato all year. I'm not saying that. But really start thinking about how you feel internally. You know, how do you feel about love? How do you feel about relationships? How do you feel about your connections? How do you nurture yourself? How do you make yourself feel good? How do you feel about the relationships that are in your life right now? Are they serving you? Are they satisfying you? What satisfies you in relationships? These are the kind of questions that you're gonna start asking yourself when you're going through a personal year 2. Ultimately, a time where connecting with people becomes very beneficial and a little bit easier to do. So if you're usually just like not really a people person, this is the year to like get out of that and to like, you know, expand your horizons and talk to different people, but understanding that it is a slower moving year. So yeah, you are pretty like likely to meet a lover or to get into a relationship, but it's all about the right timing, because it usually is not going to come at exactly the time that you want it, because like I said, this is a year about patience, but it will come. And that person will step into your life at the right divine timing, and you have to learn how to trust and just to let go and to be in the moment without anything happening necessarily. You are going to become more emotionally sensitive this year, and your emotions are just going to become stronger a lot of the time. So emotional boundaries are going to be very, very imperative to set, because you don't want necessarily people walking all over you and using and abusing you. That's why you have to understand your own personal power. You're learning how to really understand your emotions this personal year, and what respect and love feels like and looks like to you. This is truly a year where you can find your soulmates. This is a year about deepening your connections and deepening your relationships. So not only networking with people and having connections that are on a more shallow level, but deepening those connections, really getting down to that emotional core, but also not allowing yourself to be a doormat if people are walking all over you. It's really time to set those emotional boundaries, to stand up for yourself, and you know what makes you feel good and what you're not comfortable with and what you are comfortable with. You have to really get yourself in line when it comes to those things, because this is a year where you will be tested in that arena. So that's going to be very important for you to realize, what are you comfortable with and what are you not comfortable with at all. You can meet your soul tribe, your friends that are like, you feel like they've been your friends for years. You know what I'm saying? This is the time where you can truly fall in love. So, you know, it's a great year. Just remember to be patient. Remember to set those boundaries emotionally. And also, I've heard and I've researched and I've studied that even the 2 has the energy of like this artistic beauty. It kind of reminds me of Venus. So, you know what I'm saying? This is a time where you can also dive into your creativity and to express those deeper emotions through the realm of creativity. You know what I'm saying? And that could be anything. Anytime you're creating anything, whether it's a song, poetry, a YouTube video, a ceramic piece. I kind of said that in my other thing, but you know what I'm saying? Create something and express those emotions with that 2 energy, and maybe even like get into your sense of style. And you know, you might develop a new like aesthetic or whatever the case is when it comes to your fashion. But you know, these are the things that are going to be prominent for this year for you in 2020. And if you happen to actually be on an 11 year, an 11-2 year, this kind of takes it up a step further, and these relationships are definitely divine. These are divine relationships, and it's all about cooperation, partnering with other people to inspire other people, to bring other people together to create something amazing and to inspire the world. It's a very spiritual number. It's a very intuitive number. So that intuitive spiritual number is coming into your energy of 2 as well. So it's a very divine, mystical type of feeling, and it really has this tendency to illuminate different things in your life and different things in your psyche. You might meet different people that illuminate things within you, and you might meet different people that really bring out the best or worst in you, but just know it's all for spiritual development. And once you kind of get through this personal year, you'll be a better person for it. Okay, so the personal year 3, oh my god, you guys are gonna have so much fun. This year is all about creativity. This year is all about your social life. This year is all about performance and putting yourself out there. It's about communication. Okay, kind of similar to the 3rd house in astrology. It's showtime, y'all. It's showtime. This year is ruled by Mercury. Okay, it's showtime. It's time to put yourself out there. It's time to be funny. It's time to develop a sense of humor. It's going to be a very fun year for the most part. Even though there could be some emotional highs and lows, you're going to learn lessons in those emotional highs and lows that are going to kind of bring you a sense of happiness in your life. You're going to learn the reasons for why things are happening, and you're going to just be able to laugh about things more instead of letting your feelings kind of like drown in them. You're going to be able to like say, oh, okay, I kind of see why this had to happen. You're going to be more like logically on point. Like I said, this is the year of communication. So socializing, talking to people, expanding your social network, you know, getting involved in social media, making new friends, traveling, doing what you want to do, blogging, reading books, writing different things, becoming a vlogger, becoming a blogger, whatever the case is. Communicating and media are definitely a part of this year, and something that you definitely want to get into if you want to see the benefits of this year. This is a year with the creatives. If you're a creative person, you can honestly discover fame. Like, I've literally seen it happen. People diving into their creative energy, and next thing you know, they're getting involved in these huge projects, and it's really their time where they just blossom, because this is the year of that creativity. Tap into your creativity. Even if you think think, oh, I'm not that creative, I'm just like a boring person. I don't care. You have some form of creativity in you, and this year is your chance and opportunity to find it and discover it. Because if you do and you put it out there, you'll be surprised the type of things that you can actually get and gain from this year, especially with that 22 energy, y'all. This is the time of the master builder. Build something. Take yourself seriously, take your life seriously, and build something enormous. This is a very vibrant year for you. It's vibrant, it's fun, it's moving. I'm seeing rainbows, I'm seeing butterflies, okay? I'm seeing just going for it. If you put yourself out there in all different types of ways this year, you'll really see the benefits and reap some serious rewards. So if you are like a performer, this is the year where you sign up for all the gigs, okay? If somebody says, hey, we should go to this event or we should go to this party, this is the time where you gotta be like, hey, okay, yeah, I'm in there, okay, I'm in there. Because this is when you can really meet the right people to make things happen. This is the time to express yourself and to dive into that inner authentic voice and to express that from this authentic place within inside you. Creative self-expression. Who are you? Let us know. Tell us with your art. Tell us with your voice. Tell us by talking and communicating with us. Who are you at the core? It's also a year where you can dive into really truly learning how to authentically express your emotions. The emotional highs and lows are really asking you to dive into that authentic place in your spirit, heart, and soul so that you can express that into the world. Because when you express yourself from that passionate, authentic, real place, that's where people just are gravitated towards you, because you're not putting on a front. And people love real. People love realness. People love reality and things that they can relate to. So when you're putting that out there, you have no choice but to just draw in the accomplishment, just draw in the attention, draw in the support from outsiders, from people all around you that you didn't even know you could connect to. I've seen some of my friends go through personal year 3s and they go through a lot, but at the end of the day, you look back on that year, they got their chance to shine. They got their chance to really put themselves out there and to really do some great monumental things on that public level. So take advantage of this energy. Get into your creative bag, have fun, put yourself out there, get involved, go to parties, socialize, dance, have a good time, express your creative self, express that true authentic self, okay? Dive deeply into your emotions, and this year is sure to be successful. This is the year where you put yourself out there and you might go through things that are gonna, for some people could hurt your self-esteem, but the lesson is not to, when something doesn't go your way or where you express yourself and you feel like you weren't heard or you feel like you were misunderstood or you're not appreciated, if you do that, it's to keep on doing it no matter what, and to not stop expressing your true creativity and your true authenticity no matter what, no matter who's looking, no matter how many people are viewing your live, whatever the case is, you're speaking your truth for you. That is the key. Personal year 4. Okay, so y'all, this year, and the 4 energy for a lot of people is kind of a Debbie Downer, because I've seen a lot of times during this year, this is a year where people are literally kind of forced to work hard, to work very hard, and things don't come easy. Things are not going to come without work and effort this year. This is a time where you have to understand that slow and steady does win the race. But with this energy, with this 22 master number energy this year, and you put this 4 together, you really have the opportunity to create something massive, big, extraordinary for yourself. You can really take those big goals that you have in life, those huge goals that you're almost afraid to tell people because they're so huge and you're kind of insecure about it. Those goals that you have in the back of your mind, those things that you really, really want to achieve, these are the things that you can actually achieve this year if you make the plan, if you take the steps and you take that action on that day-to-day basis. No pain, no gain. No effort, no progression, okay? You have to make the effort this year. The 4 is about building, and buildings don't get built in one day. It takes a very long time, but one day you will get that structure and you will be able to go all the way up to the 52nd floor and be like, wow, this is crazy. This is life. Somebody really built this. I built this, period. this is that year to do it. People can either turn into a workaholic where they're just constantly working and they're not really enjoying their life, and then they go into a burnout, or people kind of turn into a procrastinator because they feel like everything's moving extra slow and they have a tendency to focus too much on what they haven't accomplished and the opportunities that they missed out on, and just being more of a Debbie Downer when it comes to life. But the key is to push through that and to understand that you will be rewarded once you do the work. Focus on what you already completed and what you've gotten done and what you're going to do. Don't focus on the past, focus on the now, and understand that slow and steady, like I said, is going to win the race. I just heard the turtle. The turtle brings that message. Slow and steady is going to win the race. Just like the turtle, you're going to get to where you need to go, but you have to build that solid foundation. Without any solid foundation, you're not going to get nowhere. You cannot build that structure without a solid foundation, and that is the 4 energy. Foundational energy, working energy, smart work, hard work energy. It's time to get more serious about your goals and to come up with practical plans and solutions to basically make those goals a thing. It's not about the mysterious, oh, I'm just flying around here and things are just gonna magically happen for me. No, it's time to step into your power and say, okay, what can I do? What resources can I pull? What help can I get? What am I gonna do to make what I want to make happen? Because this is my life and I'm gonna grab it by the balls. It's time to get serious, it's time to get practical, it's time to get organized. And if that makes you cringe, and you're gonna have to suck it up for a little bit, because listen, if you don't, this can just be, you're just gonna feel so depressed and sad most of the time. You're just gonna be like, oh my God, nothing is happening for me. And you don't wanna get stuck in that vibration because it's not fun. You want to grow, you want to expand, but you gotta do the work. You have to do the work to see the results this year. So make those step-by-step plans, and remember to always express gratitude and to be grateful for everything that you've done, everything that you're going to do, everything that you already did, all the things around.
No battery. No battery.
Yeah, some of y'all gonna be losing your batteries because you're gonna work yourself too hard. It's about overworking or underworking. Don't overwork, because if you overwork, you're gonna get burnt out and you're gonna give up. And if you underwork, you're just gonna get sick and tired and you're gonna be like, this is so boring, dude. I'm not doing anything with my life. And you're gonna look at everybody around you shining and succeeding. You're gonna be like, what's wrong with me? Why isn't anything working in my life? And then you're just attracting energies to you that are gonna match the vibration that you're refusing to step your way out of. So you want to remain positive during this year. This is also a year where I see people can actually run into health issues. It's like their health gets magnified. So if you have any health issues, these are issues that are gonna get magnified. So make sure that you're taking care of your health. You're going to the doctor, you're exercising, you're just taking more care of your mental health and your physical health. But the big lesson for this year is to finish things. Get it done. Get her done. Okay, get her done. Get her done. Get her done, get her done, get her done, get her done. Don't half-ass, okay? Don't half-ass. Don't procrastinate. This is not the year to do that. Not when you got that 22 energy. That 4 energy is gonna be double. Okay, you have that double 4, that double 22 energy going on. So, like I said, if you take this in and you take this advice and you use it for your benefit, you can take that energy and build something monumental, but you gotta do the work. Once you do the work, and always be grateful, always express your gratitude about everything around you, about your life and all that you have and all that you will be, that is when the things are gonna come back to you, and you're gonna end up at the end of this year like, wow, look at all this stuff I've done. Look at all that I've achieved. This is crazy. Hope you have a wonderful year. Okay, the personal year 5. When I heard the word swish, swish. This year is a rock star year, okay? It is, and I say that to say this is a year where people can have a lot of fun. People can get reckless. People can go traveling here, travel there, adventure, doing new things, expressing yourself. This is a year of change. Change is the main thing when it comes to the number 5, the energy of 5. It's change. It's always moving. It's always fluctuating. You know, I live in a 5 house, so it's very temporary. There's a very temporary feeling to the energy of 5. When you're going through a personal personal 5 year, this is really a year where things can move fast and you can get yourself lost if you don't check yourself sometimes, because this is also that energy of pleasure. You really enjoy pleasure this year. So anything that makes you feel good, you can have a tendency to overindulge in those things that make you feel good, whether that's drinking or smoking or sex or drugs or alcohol, whatever the case is. You're really gonna love it this year, but you want to make sure not to love it too much and not to be too reckless. But this is the time of change. So if you've been feeling stuck for a while, just know that after this year, things are not gonna be the same. It's gonna shake up. It's gonna shake up. You're gonna be shook after this year. Things are moving. Your life is moving. Your relationships are changing. Your house is changing. Different things in your life is changing. You want to check the essence number to check where exactly it's changing, but something gonna change. Anything could happen during this year. So just get ready, stay ready, be prepared, and just get ready to be adaptable. This is a time where people want a lot of freedom. People want to explore. They want to go out more. So when it comes to relationships, this could be where relationships can be a little bit shaky sometimes. Because one partner is going to feel like Uranus. I'm hearing Uranus and Sagittarius. One partner is going to be like, I want to go this. I want to meet new people. I want to go blah, blah, blah. And sometimes it can get too much where some people can end up being in affairs, somebody cheating on somebody else, and cheating just happens, and next thing you know, the relationship is just going to hell. Okay? So you want to be careful with that. Like I said, you can get a little crazy this year. Things can go a little bit crazy. So make sure we're still thinking about that foundation that we set. And we're grounded. Stay grounded this year. Go outside, meditate sometimes, because your brain gonna be a little bit all over the place. Like I said, this is a year where you're gonna be feeling sexual and sensual. Okay, this is a year where you're gonna want to explore and try new things and just go on adventures to travel to different places and to really expand your mind, expand your horizons, and just to change. So allow yourself to be flexible and adaptable this year, and don't get too stuck in things that are not serving you. Actually, it's probably, if you have been stuck, things this year are going to change that are going to just like wipe those things out the way. But like I said, you really just want to watch out about those excessive behaviors. So if you find yourself getting too addicted or too obsessed or just doing something that's a little too reckless and you're not having any boundaries or whatever the case is, then you want to check yourself. Like I said, this is a year where people can, if you have addiction problems, this is the year where that can re-spark up in your life. So make sure you talk to people, you communicate people and let people know, and make sure you're checking yourself and setting certain things in place and in motion so that you can kind of protect yourself from having those overindulgent type of tendency. When it comes to incorporating that energy of the 5 with the 22, this is definitely a time of like expansion, expanding something in your life, because that 22 energy of that 2020 universal year is that energy of building. So building something crazy, building something enormous, building something inspirational, making money, being a heavy hitter in this world. So you can take that 5 energy of like traveling and flexibility and allowing yourself to be flexible, because things might not always go your way. Unexpected things can happen for the good or the bad. This is when random blessings or random failures can happen. But at the end of the day, if you go through it and flow through it and continue to move with it, that is when you can build something extraordinary in your life. But try to remain focused on that specific goal and that dream that you want, and by the end of 2020 you could be surprised at the things that you can actually build in your life. Okay, personal year 6. This is a year of responsibility, of maturity, of your family, of the home. So this year you can just go through many different situations where you're going to be really asked to be more responsible. I remember when I was going through a personal year 6, it was actually the time that I moved across the country by myself, and that I actually moved into my first apartment by myself. So I was responsible about everything. I was no longer completely dependent on my family and a roommate or whatever the case is. I was alone in my own home. Personal year 6 is the energy energy of the home. It is the energy of family, and it is the energy of responsibility. So a lot of people could go through things, and maybe this is the time where you do move to a different home, or something does change in your home. It's also a lot of the times a time where your family is going to be really heavily involved in your life, or different family issues are going to come into your life. You could find yourself in a position where it feels like you're just the one that's always there saving different family members of yours. So there could be a tendency to be the hero for a lot of your family members and people that feel like family in your life, which could be a good thing and a bad thing, because if that tendency is imbalanced, then you're gonna completely forget about your life and yourself, and you could just end up feeling like you didn't do as much as you wanted for yourself, and you were focusing so much on other people. Even though you are helping other people and like bringing harmony and peace into situations, sometimes you don't want to completely forget about yourself and what you want to do. And a lot of times when people are always being like, hey, I need this, I need that, please help me, please help me, please, you could just be, if you're the type of person, you can naturally just give yourself to other people. And there's going to be definitely that tendency to do that in this year, because the energy is really going to be about other people and responsibilities for others. It's going to be responsibilities in general though, so this is a time where you might find yourself just taking on more responsibilities in life in general this year. Kind of similar to the two, you can also see a focus in relationships happening this year as well. Like I said, it's also about family. This is a time where you could find people starting a family, more responsibility when you start a family. This could also be a time where people get married, or people come together and level up when it comes to the relationships. People can commit to another person. This is about establishing a sense of family. This is about establishing family, moving up, leveling up with another person, leveling up with other people, fixing issues when it comes to other people. It's really reminding me of Venus once again, that Libra type of energy though. So, definitely this is a time where you're gonna just want to increase harmony. You're gonna want to give to others. You're gonna want to help others feel better in general. A lot of different people are gonna want your time. They're gonna want your attention. They're gonna want your help. And it's gonna be up to you to balance that tendency for life, to bring that into your life with also your life and your own needs and desires, and to make sure we're setting up the correct personal boundaries and emotional boundaries so that this move can go as smoothly as possible. And when we add that to the energy of the universal year 22, I definitely see foundations being built, because that 22 energy is always is the master builder. It's about building something enormous, building something long lasting and successful. So that can definitely really see a relationship. I can see marriage happening. I can see buying a new home or building a home from scratch even, you know what I'm saying? I can see really just building something strong and that has a nice solid foundation that could require a little bit more responsibility in your life. It could even be a business. Maybe you're building a business that has a lot of different people involved, or a family business. You are in control of the family business. The next thing you know, to build this family business into something huge and colossal, and there's a lot of different people involved that always want something from you, that are always calling to you, but you're kind of learning how to call the shots, okay? And you have to learn how to get into your boss attitude and way of being and living. And like I said, it's also about the home. So maybe you want to like redesign your home. You want to move houses. You don't want to live in the city you're living in no more, and you want to move to Mexico. I don't know what the case is. Whatever you want to do, you want to redecorate your room. You feel like your room needs some love. Your house is dirty. It's stanky. You want to actually do something about that. You want to start organizing things. Whatever the case is, shifts are happening in your home as well. Like I said, this is going to be a year where you can actually meet soulmates. Like I said, you can meet a soulmate, you can level up in a relationship, but you could also go through a breakup if this is something that is truly not serving you. I remember I also went through a breakup during a personal year 6, and it kind of caused me to, like I said, dive into my independence, but I was also diving into responsibility for myself as well, and no longer having to rely on that person, because I relied on that person for my happiness. I was in a codependent situation with that person. So the personal year 6, depending on who you are, you can get into a situation where you do go through a breakup or something, but it's really teaching you how to hold yourself accountable and how to balance everything out and how to balance energies correctly with other people, so that can just in general be a harmonious situation. And if you do that correctly and you make those boundaries, you give to others, you are generous with others, but don't forget to be generous for yourself, then this year can go by really smoothly and could just be a great year in general. Woo! The 7 year. Okay, so I just left the 7 year, and like I said, the 7 year is a very, very spiritual, quiet year. This is not the year to just put yourself out there and to be all up in everybody's business and just to be around, to constantly just be on social media. No. So I had to say, this year is a year where things are gonna slow down. And I remember this very clearly when I was going through my 7 year. Literally, when I felt like I wanted to post and I wanted to push things and I wanted to go, I tried to be on go, and stuff was not moving. It was so slow, and it was literally like everything in my life was slowing down to a point where I just couldn't do anything. And then it was to the point where I was trying, and every time I tried so hard to do something, I would fail. So then I just got to a place in my life where I was like, let me just slow down. And that's exactly what the 7 year does. It slows you down so you can rediscover who you are at the depths of your soul and your being. This is a time of introspection. It's a time of spiritual awakening. It is a time of truly understanding yourself and why you came here. It's to understand your life purpose. It's not the time to go. It's the time to plan. It's the time to recuperate. It's the time to explore what this world has to offer on the deeper, more metaphysical level, to discover a philosophy, to discover the higher meanings of life. During the beginning of that 7 year, you could definitely feel isolated. You could feel like you don't have that many friends, or the people that you were rocking with, you really don't want to rock with them anymore. And you feel more like, you know what, I just want to just take some time to myself. Because that's what this year is really asking of you. It's asking you to delve deeply within yourself, to go deep within yourself, because once you figure out who you are on the inside, you discover the truths of life. You have that spiritual awakening. You discover your roots, who you really are at the core. Your ancestors. It's the perfect time to work with your ancestors, or to at least discover where you come from, where your family comes from, to travel to those different places by yourself, either mentally, physically, emotionally, actually traveling to different countries and just exploring different things that are going to expand your mind and your horizons. It's the time to study. It's not the time to do and to put everything in action in place and time. It's not the time to do that, but it is the time to slow down, breathe, and confront some heavy emotions that could be coming your way. It's the time to confront things that are hidden very, very deep in your subconscious mind. It's the time to do that inner work. It's the time to do shadow work. Google shadow work, research shadow work, search on YouTube shadow work, so you can start doing shadow work, because that's going to be so beneficial for this year. It's the time to really just dive deep into yourself. I cannot say that enough. And just allow yourself to surrender to the slowness. You know, like I said, for some people, they can even you feel a little depressed and a little down, a little isolated sometimes. But once you just surrender to the slowness, and you surrender to the moment, and you allow yourself to be present to the moment, and to just find gratitude in everything around you, you'll find that with each month that goes by, you'll become clearer and clearer about the direction you need to go in life. And you'll understand the lessons that are in this present moment, why you are going through what you're going through at the present moment. You'll understand, you will get it every month that goes by, especially after those first 6 months. The last 6 months of the year after that, everything is gonna slowly start making sense. But it is the time to really truly get in tune with yourself, to love yourself, to nurture yourself, to study what this life has to offer. This is a time where mystical, crazy experiences could happen, where paranormal things can happen. It's a time where you have to study, where you have to research, where you have to dive deeply into different things. It's not the time to publish the project, to start the business, to buy that new house. It's not the time for that. You can try. I wouldn't suggest it at all. This is the time to study, to contemplate, to be introspective. Once you truly surrender to that, and you allow yourself to learn the lessons that personal year 7 is trying to deliver to you, I swear that's where you'll just start to recognize the power that is truly hidden deeply at the depths of your soul. The 6 months after that first 6 months, it gets better and better, and you're gonna start realizing why you came here, what you came here to do. You could start off this year so confused and feeling so lost and not knowing where to go and directionless. But by the time you get to the end, you will find yourself and it will be crystal clear. And like I said, you're gonna be moving on to that personal year 8 the next year, and that is gonna be your go year. But for right now, this is the time to discover who you are, so that if you want to create something, you're going to create something that's going to be truly authentic to the depths of your soul, and you're going to put it out there, and it's going to be well received because it's coming from a place of truth, whatever that truth looks like for you. And like I said, meditation, contemplation, introspection, clearing your mind, traveling, expanding your mind, expanding your horizons, diving deep into the occult, into mysticism, into religion, to trust in faith, to trust in God, whatever you believe in. It's time to lean on that higher thing up there or down there or all around us. It's time to lean in on that. Oh, hey, personal year 8 was good. Welcome to that master number 22 year. I'm right here with you during this personal year 8. Okay, I'm on my personal year 8, so you know we getting it. So last year was a 7 year for you. You could have felt more isolated last year. You could have felt like things weren't moving, and you could have felt like you just were kind of lost and directionless. And then you slowly but surely got to a place where you were finding yourself and you were finding who you are. You found out what you truly love, what you truly appreciate out of life, what truly sets your soul on fire. And once you found that and discovered that, you are right here, right now at this space where it's time to put yourself out there. It is go time. It is show time. It is not time to slack. This is not the year to slack, because this year could bring you financial abundance. This year is the year to step into your power, to step into your prosperity, to your abundance, to master your spiritual life and material life, to bring it together. This is the time where you could see the windfall of money, but this is also the time where you can lose money, and you lose a lot of money, because this is also the year of karma. Past 8-9 years of your life, you are about to see what you have done. This is the year where if you have been putting in the work, you've been a good person, you've been putting good energy out there, this is when you're going to see the results of that. Through the material, you're going to see the results of all your efforts, and you're going to see that in the form of accomplishments, money, and financial abundance, experiences, opportunities. You're going to see that by stepping into your power. But if you have been, not too good, stabbing people in the back, putting bad energy out there, this is the time where it's going to catch up with you. If you have some underlying things that you haven't dealt with, this is the time where it will be dealt with, and it will be brought to the surface so you can handle it, because there's no beating around the bush this year. Everything is out in the open, and it's front and center. It wants to be handled. This is not the time to play around. If you got a dream, this is the time to chase after your dream. It's time to manifest. You have manifesting abilities this year. Do not let this year go to waste. You are in a personal year 8 during a universal year 22, the master builder year. The 8, financial abundance, prosperity, all those beautiful, empowering things, with that 22 energy of getting to something and creating something of magnitude, creating something huge, creating something that requires dedication, but once you do it, it's going to be long lasting and successful. Creating something inspirational, inspiring, building structures, building organizations, building movements, moving mountains. This is the year to do that during the personal year 8, because you are stepping into your power. And last year you learned what truly made you feel passionate. So now it's time to express that outwardly and go, 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 go. Because this is the time where you will see those rewards. You might get tried this year. People might try you. People might try to belittle you. Are you going to stand up for yourself, or are you going to allow yourself to be a doormat? You are stepping into your power this year. So go out and get it. Show the world who you are. You know who you are now. You know who your authentic self is, and you should have a strong self-esteem. And if you don't, build your self-esteem up. Power. Power, 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 self-empowerment. You will be tested. People are going to test you. Things are going to test you. Situations are going to test you. And it's going to be like, are you going to stand up, or are you going to sit down? And you better stand up, because if you stand up, you can really see some amazing things happen in this life for you. This is not the time to back down. This is the time to just go, 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 go. Go. Run. go do it. If you got something you gotta do it right now. Be productive. Get it done. Get her done. It's the time to develop your resilience. You might be knocked down a little bit this year, but get back up. Bounce back. Yay, last night I took an L, but now I bounce back. If you're in an abusive situation, it's time to leave. If you're in a shitty job, it's time to leave and build your own business. If you're in a situation in your life where it's just trying you and you're done and you know you're not supposed to be there, it's time to go. It's time to grab that solar plexus right here. You better do that solar plexus work this year, and that throat chakra work this year, and that heart chakra work. It's time to grab onto those, and it's time to go. It's time to grab her by the balls and go get her done. It's time to do what you're scared to do. All the things that you're scared to do, it's time to take some risk. It's not the time to be like, oh, maybe no. It's the time to do all those big crazy things you've always wanted to do, and to make that precise, consistent effort to get it done and to make it happen, because this is the year where dreams are coming true. This is the year where you are building foundations for yourself that can last a lifetime. Are you going to let it slip between your fingers? The next time you're going to go through a personal year 8, how old you going to be? That's old as hell, right? Don't waste this year. Use every single day to be productive and to get something done, period. You're powerful. Boom. Ashe. Ashe, okay? Yes. Oh, I'm handing abundance to you. I'm throwing blessings your way. I'm throwing it at you. I love you guys so much. The last number in the cycle, the 9. Yes, the 9. The 9 is all about completion, endings, getting things done, okay? It's about truly letting go of all the things that are not serving you. And this lesson could be the hardest of them all, because this is, like I said, this is a time where things come to an end. And that can come in many forms of different things. It could be relationships, friendships, people's lives, people that are close to you could leave. It's when you're graduating and moving on to different levels of your life, and you're leaving a different chapter behind. It's moving up, moving down, moving sideways. It's changing, it's shifting. But a lot of the times these changes aren't comfortable. A lot of the times we like to hold on to certain things that need to let go. But then the longer we hold on, the more irritating, the more harder it gets. And usually it could go either way with the personal year 9. Some people can go smooth through the personal year 9 if they learn how to let go of the things that are bothering them. All those irritations and all those things that are not working, they just seem to get worse and worse and worse the longer you try to stay into it. But the moment you just let go and you trust and have faith in the universe that something better and greater is coming to you, that's exactly when it happens. But the more you hold on to things that are not serving you, the more you keep on continuing to go into these habits that are not getting you to the place that you want to be, that soulful happiness, that soul happiness, that deep happiness, that contentment, the harder it's gonna be, the more destructive it's gonna be. This is a time where things can also feel slow. You can feel like the world is not on your side for a little bit, because usually you're just not learning the lesson. But once you learn the lesson, I swear this year can be great for you. This is also a time where people can get into humanitarian efforts. They can start caring about people and people all around them, the collective consciousness. They can really start developing a heart to give to people, to give to others, and to give back to the world and the universe at large. A spiritual practice would be very beneficial at this moment for you. So let yourself get unraveled. Let yourself get completely pushed back down to that space. It's graduation time. It's the finale. It's the finals. This is the time where you're truly going to be tested. You've changed so much in the past 9 years of your life. And next year, you're gonna be in that 1 year where it starts all over again, and you're gonna be a completely different person because you have let go of all the things that are not serving you. You let go of all the things and people and situations and habits that are not making you feel good, and they're not leading you to success in your life. This could be an emotional year. This could be a hard year for certain people, and for others it can go smoothly. It depends on you. It depends on your actions. So think about, what can I let go of? What is not serving me? What is something that I don't need in my life? Clear the space. Clear the space. You know, you might even want to get some sage. Sage your place. Throw things away. Throw things out. Okay? Clean your house. Clean your crib. Clean your relationships. Let things go. Let it go. Give it away. It doesn't need to be here anymore. Accept the changes. This is a time where you can completely alter your life and going on that path and creating a clean slate for yourself. It's not the time to try to find a relationship, because usually when you get in relationships during this time, they do not last, because it's not about that. The decisions that you make this year are going to be crucial, and a lot of them are going to be hard to make, confusing. But once you do it and you go through those changes that are going to come from those decisions that you make, you're going to understand the deeper lesson in it. And that lesson is that sometimes in life, things come to an end and you are living in a cycle. So just like any other cycle, sometimes you go through times like this. But once you get through it, one day you'll be in another part of your cycle. And it might feel good, it might feel different, whatever the case is. Moments are just moments. They're temporary, and things like this are temporary. The best thing that you can do is release all resistance to change. And if you're in a codependent situation of any kind, let it go. Trust in God, if that's what you believe in. Trust in the universe. Trust in your intuition. Trust in that higher divine knowledge and wisdom. Let your intuition guide you. Let your heart speak this year. And you're going to end up in a place where you can truly feel like you're in tune with the universe, and where you can actually find success as soon as you let go. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. It was fun making it. I hope you guys have an amazing 2020, and I hope that you guys build something great and fantastic and huge and massive this year, because this is the year to go for it. This is the year to do it.